don't think most people realize when they're printing all this money, when Biden is printing all this money, saying, we're going to give you a relief check. What happens when they print money from the sky is that the currency inflates. The currency is worth less, which means it's going to take more of said currency to purchase assets. This is what's going to happen.
Yep.
So the rich who own the assets, the value of their assets increase. And the poor with no assets, the ability to buy one becomes harder and harder as days go on because it's so much more expensive compared to their wages. The rich are literally getting richer and the poor are literally getting poorer in real time.
This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store, ladies and gentlemen, the whiskey glasses are going fast. They're almost sold out again. But you know what? We got a remedy to things selling out. If things go down to zero, you can pre-order the next batch. We can already tell when they're about to sell out, so we put in another order, but you can pre-order it, and it'll be on its way as soon as possible. Our new merch just popped. Some of the new things we released is the shirt that I got on right now, Happy Easter. I swear, every time I walk by somebody, they laugh at this shirt. Because at first they think I'm a Biden supporter, then they realize that Biden is nuts, and they agree with me. Now, I got to let you know that the green screen is messing up the image, but you can see it here, that this is green like a Christmas tree. You can get all the rest of the items on here. Like I said, the things that are coming soon, you can pre-order them. All you got to do is click on the item, and then in the section where you would normally add the cart, you can pre-order. Click pre-order, you purchase it. We'll keep you updated on when you're going to get it. You'll get all the emails necessary. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. As food inflation is the new Grinch, as surveys finds nearly 70% of shoppers struggle to afford groceries. Now, when I go to the mall, it don't look like nobody's struggling to buy anything. I was just up at the Princess here in Scottsdale, Arizona. They got a really cool event they have out there, and they just raking the money in. I wish I owned the place so I could bring in a lot of money off of that. But anyway, it's $100 a car, and then when you go in there, everything high. I'm telling you how high it was. I got one bag, because they got little fire pits out there you can do your marshmallows on with your family. I got one bag. I said, hey, it's 8 of us. That bag plus little prong things to do your marshmallows on was like $60. We first got in there, we went to get hot cocoa. They make the normal hot cocoa, then they make the adult hot cocoa. And we only got 4 of them. And that was $60. So they in there raking it in. And it was thousands of people. And that thing is every day from like last month all the way through New Year's or Christmas. They talking about they struggling to buy groceries. I don't know where them people at. But I know it's a struggle though. I'm not trying to make fun of people that are struggling, but I'll just say this. Some people are struggling and many people are financially illiterate. And it's not a bad thing. Most people are. I was until I started, and I still am. I still a lot to learn. But if you don't know how to manage your money, you're going to find yourself in a pitfall when times like this happen. And it's invaluable to manage your money properly. It's invaluable to not buy everything that you want and make sure that you have enough to get the things that you need. And I'm not talking to anybody that's listening because all of y'all are perfect. I'm talking about your cousin that you want to tell the truth to, but you're afraid to offend him or her. I think it's, I always say this, even back in the day when people are like, oh man, it's not a livable wage. It's like, what does that even mean? You may not get a big screen TV. You may not be able to have gigablast internet. You may not be able to have more than one car. You may not have a car at all. These are not entitlements. When I worked my first job, man, I had to live with somebody. I was making $8 an hour. Me and my buddy was roommates. I wasn't making no money. My car was paid for because my daddy had bought me a car. If I didn't have a car, I would have to ride a bike to work every day. I probably can't go out and have a good time because I ain't got a car to drive that far. That's just what it is. Do you really need to be going somewhere? You driving all around the city? No, you need to go to work and go home until you make more money. Then you could do more things. The problem is nowadays they're willing to sacrifice the betterment of their family in order for them to have luxury things. I honestly believe in every marriage, if possible, The goal should be that a man works and the wife stays at home and take care of the children. That's what I think a marriage should be. And that doesn't stop your autonomy, because you guys make enough money, then you can go and do everything you want to do. But like, somebody got to watch the kids. Now, if in your family dynamic, a man want to stay at home and the wife go work, if that's what you want to do, I think that the goal is for parents to be taking care of their own kids, so your kids not getting indoctrinated. So maybe you have one car. Maybe you don't have the latest car. Maybe you don't have a TV in every room. Maybe you stay in an apartment for now, and your kids got a bunk bed because they both in the same rooms. Maybe they can't get separate rooms right now. There are sacrifices that probably need to be made so that you can protect the minds of your children. Now, I've been blessed. I wasn't, it was hard for me, my first kid, and then my second kid, I'm blessed. I don't have to worry about some of the things I used to worry about. And me and my wife made the decision that she's going to stay at home with our baby and take care of him while I'm here doing the radio and all this other stuff, because we don't want to put him in a daycare system and have somebody, a stranger, watching our kid that we don't know, we don't know what they're doing to him. Or them other little nasty kids in there digging boogers in their nose and their parents don't wipe their booty, and then they get your kids sick. We just decided, you know what, we're gonna set it up to where I'll work, sweetheart, and you help take care of the kid, and that's the way we're gonna run this. And when it's time to go to school, our kid ain't going to public school. My son is not going to public school. We're gonna either homeschool him, or he's gonna go to an elite school that's within our budget. And like, people say, I can't afford to take him to private school. Well, homeschool him then. They got programs now where you can do the homeschool on the TV, where you got a homeschool person that'll zoom in and talk to your kid. Now, I don't recommend that, because the interpersonal connection and communication is better. But it's better than putting them in private school, letting them get indoctrinated. Then they be wanting to have sex at 13, 12 years old, because they're around these kids that parents don't care nothing about them. When I was in middle school, kids were trying to have sex in middle school. Thank God I was too shy to be messing with girls. I'd have been caught up like that just as well. Parents gone out to work, their kids laying up with some little kids. We were in middle school, man, 7th, 8th grade. During the half days, people going to having sex and stuff. And that was back a long time ago. I mean, I was in middle school a long time ago. I'm 35 now. And, so, hey, I don't want my kid being exposed to foolery like that. But anyway, let me get off the soapbox and before I make somebody mad on this radio show. I'm dwindling down to 1 minute, but the reason that I want to talk about God, because I think God is important. The funny thing is that a lot of conservatives and Christians, they talk about God. Yeah, God is important. Put God first. But are you talking about God on your social media? Are you talking about God in your speeches? Are you talking about God when you have an opportunity to be on somebody's show, or on the radio, or hosting the radio, whatever the case may be? It's good to say we should, but it's even better to talk about it. Hold the phone. I'll be back after the break.